Okay, so there was a bit of technical difficulty in the previous stream. The audio didn't pick up in OBS, so I had to restart. So I also have to give a new link, so let me just say it back. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. And so we also have to edit this to use the proper link. Let's do that as well. Boom. Link updated. Okay. And let's go to this one as well and edit it here. Let's see. New link. Boom. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't a perfect start, but let's try. Sunko Suffer, hey, welcome. Glad to see you. I just opened up the stream and there was a bug with OBS not catching the audio level, so I had to restart, but glad to see you made it. Okay, so yeah, and my Spotify isn't playing anymore. I wonder if I do this, if it will start again. But this isn't the playlist that I had, I think. Let's just leave it on before I get copyright strike. Not that that matters much, but it's just a background noise. Hey, I still don't know how to pronounce your name. S-M-A-B-U-K. Smabuk? Oh, I'll just leave it at that. Maybe you have to teach me how to pronounce it someday. Glad to have you in here as well. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just about to start reading day 13. I had some technical difficulties, so yeah, let's get this started. So I can take off this headset as well, since I don't have any music on right now. I really like today's problem. Okay, let's hope it's a good one. Day 13, transparent origami. Okay, you reach another volcanically active part of the cave. It would be nice if you could do some kind of thermal imaging, so you could tell ahead of time which caves are too hot to safely enter. Fortunately, the submarine seems to be equipped with a thermal camera. When you activate it, you are greeted with, "Congratulations on your purchase. To activate this infrared thermal imaging camera system, please use the code found on page 1 of the manual." Apparently, the elves never used this feature. To your surprise, you manage to find the manual. As you go to open it, the page 1 falls out. It's a large sheet of transparent paper. The transparent paper is marked with random dots and includes instructions on how to fold it up, your puzzle input. For example, okay, so these are probably coordinates. Fold along y is 7, fold along x is 5. Okay. The first section is a list of dots on the transparent paper. Okay. First value x increase to the right, second is y increase downward. Okay. So the coordinate 3, 0 is to the right of 0, 0. Okay, and the coordinate of 7 is below. Okay. The coordinates in this example form the following pattern, where hash is a dot on the paper and dot is an empty unmarked position. Then there is a list of fold instructions. Each instruction indicates a line on the transparent paper and wants you to fold the paper up. For horizontal, y is dotted lines. For left, or left for x. Okay. In this example, the first fold instruction is fold along y7. Okay, which designates. So okay, so if you have a if you have it, so you make the, so if like the full range is 0 to 13. You fold it and it becomes 0 to 6, right? Okay. There's a list of fold instructions. Each instruction, I already read that, right? Okay. So then you fold this and you put them on top of each other. Because this is a horizontal line, fold the bottom half up. Some of the dots might end up overlapping after the fold is complete, but dots will never appear exactly on a fold line. The result of doing this fold looks like this. Now only 17 dots are visible. Okay, wait, so 2, 4, okay, come on. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So, okay, this will also always be an odd one, and the middle, either the middle line or the column will always be folded over, and it will never have any dots on them. So like this, okay. Dots will never appear exactly on the fold line. Okay, so that is good. The result of doing this fold looks like this. Now only 17 dots are visible. Notice, for example, the 2 dots on the bottom left corner before the transparent paper is folded. After the fold is complete, these dots appear at the top right. Yeah, because it's mirrored. Yeah. Because the paper is transparent, the dot just below them in the result at 0,3 remains visible, as it can be seen through the translucent paper. Also notice that some dots can end up overlapping. In this case, the dots merge together and become a single dot. The second fold instruction is fold along axis Y, so you also fold backwards. So you always make it smaller going to up left, right? Back to the origin of 0, 0, so that makes sense. Because this is a vertical line, fold left, okay. And the instructions made a square. Okay, the transparent paper is pretty big, so for now focus on just completing the first fold. After the first fold in the example, 17 dots are visible. Dots that end up overlapping after the fold is completed count as a single dot. How many dots are visible after completing just the first fold instruction on your transparent paper? Okay. This seems fairly simple because if you take a fold here, like let's say these are 10, if this is 9, you take half off, and then you do half minus what you have left. So actually you can just minus the entire size, right? So 10 minus 6 becomes 4. 10 minus 9 becomes 1, so yeah. So I think you plus the index by 1, and then you minus the width. Or you can just have the index base, but yeah, that also works. So if you do it like 0 base, this would be 8 instead of 9. I remove 9 and you get index 1, so that also works. Yeah, I think this is doable. Let's do the test input first. How big is the actual input? Big. It has many folds. Okay. Okay. Let's duplicate day 12. Make it day 13. I also like this one, but it still feels relatively simple, but let's see if there's anything that I didn't catch here. Boom, 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 boom. First we have to write some stuff to parse everything. Clean this up. I should actually make just something that creates a new day file, but yeah, it's not that much work. Maybe I should just leave up an empty value in here and make it easier. But okay, part 1. Let's parse this out. So we do line inputs split by. We do, actually it's a double new line, right? So we do string dots, string folds. Like this. Doesn't it? Come on. Like that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. And these are just like comma separated numbers. I can't select it anymore. Okay, so we have task dot dots select split turn. Ah no, wait. Dot 2 lines select x split comma as int 32s. Actually, this can also be as value tuple, and then we can do this. Oh man, this popper is so annoying. Dot to list. So now we have a list dots, and this is actually int x, int y. We probably want this as a map. Why doesn't it like this? Dot as in 32s, okay, like this. So this is them parsed. Probably want this as an array though. But yeah, we can, actually because it's a sparse array like this, it's probably even better. Yeah, because we reduce it, so that works even better, I think. No, because we have to scan all the inputs there to see which ones are above a certain threshold and remove them, so that's not convenient. Okay, I'll just worry about that later. Let's just do it for now and make it work. So these are the dots, and then the fold instructions. These are task.folds, 2 lines, select x.split. We split those on space, so we get 3 parts. Dot skip 2, take dot single, actually, dot split x as a value tuple to a list. So this one becomes var folds equals this, and this is actually a list of string xy string index. So that's not ideal because it's not parsed like this. I can actually do as and do it like this. Int.parse x. I think this is it, and now we have it as a bool x int index, right? Okay, so this might look a bit like black magic, but this is just concatenation of all the extension features that I have. So yeah, we split and we skip the 2 parts, then we split it by the x, and then I say those 2 parts, parse them like this, right? So you convert them into a string, actually a bool. So we check if it's x, otherwise it's y, so we know that. So it's a bool that just indicates if we should do it on the x or the y fold, and the second is parsed as an integer. So now we have the fold instructions parsed as well. Okay, so now that we have that, I think we still should go back to just the test input just in case. It's just it makes sense. But that also means that my inline string probably won't be parsed correctly because it's a Windows string, so it will have carriage returns in them. So let's see. So we do string input. Actually, you can do test input just of this. So this now becomes RN to have carriage returns in them. So that let's just test that this works. Program, go to day 13 and let's run this. So let's see, task is now 2 parts with dots and folds. So yeah, that's correct actually. Oh, we have an exception here. What's the exception? Index was outside the bounds of the array. Okay. So that is funny. Y is 7. I didn't split it. I shouldn't split it on X, but on equals. That was a stupid mistake. All right, like this. Stop. Console right line. Doesn't really matter. Part 1. I also have a lot of black magic today. Okay, it's not just me. Yeah, it's really useful. Like these helper functions are really useful. But if you don't know what I've done here, this can be like, okay, I've never seen that. Doesn't make any sense, but those are just my helper functions. So here we have the folds. The first one is y7, the second is x5, y7, x5. Okay, so that is fine. So now we do the first fold. And actually, how do I know the size of the paper? We don't know the size of the paper, and we don't have to because we fold it over. The only question is, will we get an index less than higher than half of the page? So no, lower actually. Let's say the paper is 10 wide, and they say fold x3. Do we then go to negative numbers? That would be interesting. But for now, we can just treat those inputs as valid, and those dictate the size. So if we say void fold, I just do it like this, dots, I'll just do fold x int x. So we do int width is, and this will be, so if it's index 7, it's 8, so it's double. So it's actually x plus 1, right? Because it's 0 based. So if it's 7, that means it's index 8. So you get 7, 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15 for a total of 16 indices. So that should be fine. So if you flip 7, becomes 15. So let's say you have a pixel on index 8. This should become 6 in the end, right? Because it will be the first before the fold. And my reasoning was 15 minus, let's see, 15 minus 8 is 7. So this is off by 1. Let me think. So you have... No, wait, am I saying this correctly? Should I even remove this one? I'm just thinking. Let me just map it out for now. And let's just keep it simple with fold on 5. Fold on 5. So you have then index 6 should become 4. 7 should become 3. 8 becomes 2. And 9 becomes 1. No, this isn't correct. Oh, because fold on 5 means that it's, yeah, that is correct because it's 7. Let's see. If it fold on 5, the indices should go up to 11 because it's 12, right? No, wait. Yeah, if you fold on 5, that means you have 5 on this side, will have 5 on the other side. So this will be the highest index. So yeah, you don't add the 1. So highest index is actually, am I correct? No, wait. 4 before 5, that's 1, so it will be 11. So the highest index will be 10. Yeah, so you just double the fold line to get the maximum number. And so if you hit index, you get 10 min 6 is 4, right? Yeah, okay. I think I'm on the right track. We'll notice soon enough. So for each var dot and dots, if dot x larger than x, dot x is width minus dot x. So this should fold them over, and okay, why can't I do it? That's annoying. For int I is 0, I smaller dots at length, count, increment I, dot is dots I, int x, int y, dot. Now am I allowed? Okay, glad you're happy. Okay, so this is fold x. Let's do fold y as well. Height, come on. Height is that. If y is larger than that, y is height minus that. Okay, so that should remap it. Let me see. And what do we need to do? We need to count all the dots. So that after that we do int count dots. We do this. Int max x, int max y. Int result is 0, return result. For each var dot and dots. If dot x larger or equal to max x, continue. if dot y larger equal marks y, continue result. Okay. So let's see. Var first fold is folds dot first. If first fold dot x fold x dot first fold dot x, int result is count dots first fold dot x int dot max value. All right. Let me see. Why doesn't it like this? Can't convert from bool to int. Because it needs to specify the index, not the bool value here. Index, okay. Dots. And this should be index as well. Today was one of those days. Let's see. I like it when I second guess which new helpers will be required before the need arises. Yeah. Okay, let's see what my code does here. Code runtime, and it didn't print out. I didn't do a right line. Okay, let's do that again. 12. Is that true? 17 dots are visible. Cool. Oh no, wait. I need to. What happened after the first fold? Because now only 17 dots are visible. No, they say 17 dots are visible. Okay, so I messed that up. Let me see. Int max value. Total dots. So I count 18 the first time, is that correct? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so that's good. I should probably just print out actually the new list. I need to distinct them, but I end up with less of them. Yeah, some of the things I don't do yet. Stuff seems to get harder and harder. Hey Jaleko, welcome. So this actually should become a hash set. I wonder if I can modify the things in the hash set, because that would change its hash. Let me think. Not hash code. I should probably have something that I should probably make this just an array already, and not just try to do this. But I'm just curious to see if I would print out the count dots here. So let me see. Int min x, no, min x and max x is 0, max y is 0. Oh, we already have those. I'm just thinking like the, let's just, instead of this, do dot max x dot y. So at least this gives me the full range, and then I can print out a map there. Surprisingly, I found today really easy. I spent a long time transmuting data. This solution came fully formed in my brain. Yeah, I don't know where I went wrong here yet. Probably sticking with a list instead of an array. That's my first mistake, but I'll change that in a bit. I just want to see it printed out what it did right now. So I can do int map is new int, and we go, doesn't really matter, max y plus 1 actually. For int y is 0, y smaller, max y, y, map. Map y is false. Actually is new int max x plus 1. I could probably initialize that as well. I'll do for, actually it will probably be initialized, but who cares? And this could also just be bool actually. Now let's keep it int, it doesn't matter. Because maybe we need to count the amount of layers later or something. For int x is 0, x smaller or equal to max x, increment x, and we do map map comma map y, x is 0. And here we can do map x. Can we increment this like this? And this will be dot y dot x. I could say, but it would be no fun for me. Yeah, I like to struggle. Let's see. So after this is done, we can do another map, another loop here, and just write out this console.write console white line, right? This should be fun. So this should print out a visualization of what it did. I should probably stick with dot and hash though to make it readable. Okay, let's see. So the first one, yeah, that makes sense. And the second part, did I do it on the wrong axis? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me see if that was the case. It's still, I still have something wrong there. Okay, let me see. So the first time it says 14 dots now, while it was 18. That is weird. What am I doing here? This needs to be like this, okay. That's another bug. Let's run this. So this should give us 18 again. Okay, that is fine. Pom, 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 pom. I wonder what makes the map narrower now. Because that is not correct. Let's see. X, Y. Let's see, what do I do here? It just enumerates it based on the values. So as you see here, it will. Stepping over non-user code. Where is it? Count dots. Okay, let me just see. So it has 10 by 14, which are the max values in this list. It just enumerates all of them and keeps track of the biggest one. It has the arrow operator to filter out one of the fields. Pom, 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 pom. So yeah, that is the first count dots. I think we can step over this and just go into the default logic. Okay, so now we have fold on 7. So we say height is 14, which is fine, I think. So the dot in this case, 6, 10. This is above the fold, right? Watch. So 10 becomes 4, right? Is that correct? Yes, I think so. Let's see, 10, 4, that is this one. No, wait, 10, 4. Did I read wrong? Let me see. 6, 10, my bad, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So that would be this one. And then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be index 4 from this side. So that is correct. Let me see. So which one is this? This is 14, so that 14 becomes 7, and that is wrong. No, that becomes 0, so that is good. 14 minus 14, because this is the top bar, right? Let's see, dot 0. So this is this one, and this one becomes 0, 0, right? So this dot is now 0, 0. This one becomes the top left one. So I think that is correct. Yeah. I just wonder why the count. So let me just step over all of this. I switched the marks X and Y here in my count logic because I folded. Okay. Yeah, that is my problem there. Let's see. Count dots, first folded. Because this one is also dependent on which one you do. You fold along the X, so you limit the Y in this case. So in this case, I should have done this. So that's just the stupid mistake here. And this one becomes Y. So if I run this again, I think it should be working already. Because the issue that it was that it narrowed my half there. Part 2, 12, okay. It still didn't do that correct. Wait, let me see. No, that's correct. Did I reverse these? Yeah. Man, I still reverse these. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Okay, finally. Except that the 0, 0 didn't get... That is strange. So maybe there is something wrong with the way I do that, but I saw that it turned 1 into 0, 0. So let's just rewrite this to make it be an array already. Something tells me that this should have worked actually, so that is weird. Dun, 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 dun. Just so that I'm not crazy. Okay, that's the issue. It's a value versus reference type. Stupid mistake. Okay. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. And in this case, I need to make sure that I deduplicate, because that's something that I did. So I can do if so this should also fix the count back to 17. Right? Okay. So that's that. Okay. Rough start, but I had the correct solution in mind. I just made a few mistakes because I didn't really have to change the code that much. Oh yeah, sure. Let's not print out this. And I still have the printout in the first, right? No, okay. Total dots, 416. Okay. Let's see if this is correct. Not the right answer. Your answer is too low. Okay. So in the input, is it a fold along the other axis first? Yes, it's fold along X. So I probably have an issue there as well. Damn it. So to debug that, let's process both lines of the test input so that we can make sure that we end up with the square. Right? I know we only have to do one of them, but we need to do it like this and also print out the results like that. Okay, int max x is this. Max y is this. Let's do it like this, and we do max x, max y. Okay, and now we just do, for now, I can just remove this part code here, because we do each fold, and we do for each var fold, instruction in folds. Let's see. Like this. And this becomes actually, so we do max x is instructions.index. Max y becomes instructions.index. And we can always do max x, max y in here. Max x, max y. So let's see. So the first one was correct, and then we need to make sure what happens in the second one, and that's totally incorrect. Cool. Okay, so let's see. I don't do what I do here in the fold. I'm an idiot, man. These are just stupid mistakes, right? I don't update the actual reference. Okay, and there we have our square, for Christ's sake. And we can actually, since there should never be something in those lines, but we should still do it like this. We just take one here and then don't do the others. And now we can switch back to the real input. And we don't need to print it out. Seven nine four. Oh, 794. Too low. Wait, what? That is interesting. That is interesting. So my code works on the test input, but not on the real input. That is very annoying. What could that be? I'm a bit stumped by that. Because if I switch to the test input, it works. Right? My test code works. Even for the double folds. Your calculation is not right. Well, okay. 15. Ah, okay, and this says 17. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 10, 16. Wait, what? 17 are visible. How are there 17 visible? This has to be an an even number. 2, 4, 5, 10, 3 and 3 is 16. How can there be 17 dots? Ah no, wait, that's after the first fold, right? After the first fold, 70 dots are visible. Dots that do end overlapping after fold, do you count as not? Okay. So what did my code say for running this? 15, so that's off by 1, because this should be 16 for the for this one. That is interesting. Okay, let me see. Console.writeLine .x .y. Let's just see what's going on here. And I don't need to do the count dots the first time. It would be nice if those were sorted, but hey. I can actually add those to a list and sort them. List string counted is blah. List string skipped is this. Okay, so let's do counted.add this one. Actually, I can't. Hey Luke, hey. Skip.add this one. Okay, so let's write it out here. Did you do the advent of code yourself as well today? For string counted order by, come on, order by x console.writeLine counted. Yep. See what's up for the spoiler. No, I don't do spoilers. But yeah, I'll check it later. I want to struggle on this by myself, and I'm doing great actually struggling. So let's see if we can figure out what happened here. So let's run this again and see what happened. It's really hard to do right line apparently. (10.2). Let's see. So there are only 3 there. Could it be that I should give that by ref so that I get back the updated values? Because that's something I don't do probably. No, wait, they are, because the list is a reference type and that is updated, so that's not it. But yeah, this shows that 3 by 3, this is not correct. This is only doing the first step. I need to remove this part. Right, let's run this again. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, that is correct. 2, 2, wait, what? These values are weird. Oh no, those are the side lines, those are correct. Let's see. 2, come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, I can't even count. Let's see. I didn't skip any in this case. So these are 16 lines. And it says 16, and that is correct. So what changed? This is weird. Did I make a mistake in this part? No, but because it just said continue, that shouldn't be the issue. Huh. Okay, let's just see if I change anything that would change how this would work. And run the test input again, the real input again. I had 794 last time. And it's still that. So, okay, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Hey Z, I'm actually struggling a bit. I have the test case working. But it doesn't work on the real input data, and I'm not sure why. Because I have everything structured like this, and if I run it like this, and I should probably turn on the visualization again. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. See, I end up with the same figure here. So that is really annoying. So on the test input, oh wait, actually, no. There's one off to the side here. Is that because I did the -1? Let me check. That's interesting. Oh yeah, the first time, the max X and max Y. Okay. Okay, I understand what I did wrong there. Because the first time I actually need to do +1, +1. Right, so if I run it like this, it will print the way it should be, and it will have the bounds correctly there. Okay, so I think this is the issue, because later on it will, actually the first time it will skip part of the side wall. Okay. Let me make sure I remove this. Actually, I can remove all of this print stuff. Good evening, gents. Hey, Krister. Turning out to be a party. Okay, now I had 88. That's not correct. Let me see. I need to actually go back to just taking one here. Because for part one, I only need to do one part. And it's one more than I had before. Oh my god, finally! You should have showed up a bit earlier, Krister. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so the bug that we had is, since you don't formally know the range, I set it to the max here, but because you don't consider the fold to be part of the image, I did -1, and actually should do -1 here as well, to make sure that you don't consider the folds, even though there should never be something in there, right? It should still be the same here now. Yeah, 7. Okay, so that is part 1. Glad we got that. Part 2, finish folding the transparent paper according to the instructions. The manual says the code is always 8 capital letters. What code do you use to activate the infrared thermal? Okay, so now for part 2, the last part, we print it out. So now I do bool print. And this helps with the reduction part. So we do if print. And now we do this. So yeah, this is fairly easy here. I would just help you here to help you fix that. But yeah, thanks, mate. False. Right. Actually, we don't have to do these folds anyway. I can just do this here in the end and call it with true. All right. If I'm not mistaken. And we don't have to skip. I'll just take the first one. So we already know it's 88 dots in this case. So let's see if this works. Boom. And actually, I think I'll just not print the dots at all here. And make it a bit more readable. C-E-J-K-L-U. Is that a U or a V? Let's see. C-E-J-K, C-E-J-K-L-U-G-J. Take a look. Let's see if that's it. Boom! One try. I hope you get it on the first. Yeah. Yeah, I had all the code already optimized to do all of this stuff. I just had a stupid bug at the start. Well, I had a few stupid bugs, but yeah. Okay, so that was day 13. It was a fun one, but yeah, I think I lost 80% of the time just on debugging. My favorite part so far this year, says Smabuk. Okay, yeah, we had something like this before where like the end result spelled out a letter. It wasn't close to this, but yeah, I've coded something before that would spell out something in here. Yeah, that was fun. How long did it take you guys to do it? Nice, yeah. And I'm glad to have all of you guys in here. It's nice to have people in the chat, so thanks for that. It's appreciated. So did you do today's code? I saw Luke did it because I think he sent me a WhatsApp message. Oh, that was a spoiler, right? I actually had the same code. Nice. He had the same answer, the same input as me, so I could have just looked at my phone to see what I should have inputted, right? So yeah. Okay, I think we'll just end it here for now. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining. Tomorrow I have an interview planned with the team from Warsaken. Let's see. Z says, I don't know, I had 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there. No idea what it adds up to. Yeah. Well, it was a fun one to do. So yeah, as I was saying, tomorrow I have... Chris coded it in his sleep, so he doesn't remember. Yeah. So tomorrow I have an interview with the Warsaken team. That's a game that drops on Wax. So I'll be curious to find out. It's a card game. So yeah, if you find that interesting, you can check it out. It will be around the same time stream normally this last few weeks, around 9 in the evening. Red Yellow Chef, came in late. Yeah, sorry. And this might be a spoiler here on screen. You can go back, it's okay. The code... yeah, you can watch the stream back if you want, but it was a fun one today. But I spent a lot of time debugging silly issues, stupid mistakes that I made. But in the end, the code can be really small, and I think I'll clean this up later. So yeah, so tomorrow there will be an interview around the time that I normally do Advent of Code, and I'll have to see how I do Advent of Code. Maybe I'll try to sneak in an hour during the day or something, or I'll make it really late because I think the interview will be at least an hour. So yeah, I'm not sure about how I'll do tomorrow, but the time for the interview is set, so I had to work around that. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for keeping me company, and maybe see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.